Welcome back. This is Greg Jarboe. This is the second module of Online PR 101. In this section, we're going to cover press release optimization, which is the generic term that's used for the entire process, but it's also the more specific name for the first step of the process, which includes picking your target keywords and positioning them in key locations in your press release. So the first thing you need to do is conduct some keyword research, and all you need to do is really find 2 or maybe 3 search terms that you're going to use in any particular press release. But what you may want to do before the whole process begins is do a little brainstorming. We'll talk about that. There are a couple of tools that you may want to look at, and I'll suggest 3. And then there's a couple of advanced techniques that I would strongly recommend. In fact, I'll share with you a couple just keyword tips. But this should prepare you for the keyword research phase of the process, which is actually the most important and the most strategic decision-making part of optimizing a press release. Now, one of the things that all of us can do, I guess, is just sit down and come up with the keywords ourselves. And if you're in a small business or you're an entrepreneur, that may be enough. But you know what? Most of us work in larger organizations, or we work with clients. And one of the things that I would strongly recommend is you get as many people as possible involved in the brainstorming process, not only so that you come up with ideas that you might not have thought about, but what you're also doing socially or politically, however you want to describe the process, is getting everybody onto the same page. And that's as important as coming up with a longer and longer list of keywords. In fact, it's one of the crucial things, and it's one of the things that I'll sort of share a quick anecdote later in this section, is about what happens when you leave a key person out of the whole process. Now, I had mentioned in the very first module of this tutorial about Google Trends. This is its URL, google.com/trends. And one of the things that it shows you, as I mentioned earlier, is both the web search trends as well as the news search trends. And one of the things that you can use this tool is to get a sense of if you're about to announce, heaven forbid, let's just sort of come up with a recent example, a rebate for all those people who paid $600 for their iPhone, and you happen to announce that the same day that you're launching the iPod Touch. Well, which one of these was the bigger subject? And one of the interesting things you'll discover is there are more and more people looking for iPods than there are for iPhones, although there are exceptions to that, and the exceptions spiked around the iPhone launch. But again, one of the things that you're going to want to know as you're doing your keyword research is, what are the trade-offs? What are the things that are actually more important? What are the things more people are looking for? And by the way, you may just want to understand that the iPod Touch may pay your salary this fall more so than the iPhone. Who knows? Who knows?